Tara. This is my mom, Jill. We are the authors of the Dining on a Dime Cookbook Volume 1, and I don't know where Volume 2 is. So, for those of you who don't know, this is my mom, Jill.
I can't see your comments, guys. I hate that because I can't see them. So, hi, everybody.
I will read them to you.
Oh, you will?
All right, today we are talking about cheap gift wrapping ideas for Christmas. Now, for those of you who don't know, CNN did an article on us.
CNN?
Last week on cheap gift wrapping ideas, and it went all over, so you may have seen us in your local paper. And we thought we would go ahead and talk about that today. Here's the thing. People make gift wrapping way more complicated than they need to. I think so.
Like your mother?
Like my mother. Now, there are all kinds of things that you can use to do gift wrapping, but, oh, and I forgot my prop. Dave, can you go get me my bow bag out of the bedroom, please? The number one thing that we do is we just reuse
all of our
Christmas
stuff
gift
over and over.
So,
like that bag.
Here's prop number one.
Well, this bag, I think we've been passing it around in our whole extended family for about 10 years now. It just keeps, my daughter-in-law gave it to me, and then I gave it to Tara, and I think she gave it back to me. Let's see, it's going to my mom this year. So it's just, we just keep passing the same one around.
Yeah. And so what I do is we just take out all the gift bags, fold them up, put them back in there. Mm-hmm. If it has matching tissue paper, we just take out the tissue paper, fold it up, put it inside the gift bag, and we've already got the tissue paper.
Saves time too. And like if it has a sticker, see that you guys can't see, but there's like 5 or 6 little stickers underneath this one. We just put another sticker each year on top, and then that takes care of it.
And actually, we haven't done this, and we should do this, but a fun thing to do would be to start to so-and-so, to from so-and-so, and just go all the way down the side of the gift bag. That would be fun to do, to go all the way around. We've never done that. We keep talking about how we're going to do that, but we don't.
But that saves. If you think about it, we did this for 10 years. Some of these can cost $10, you know, but even if it was like a quarter or something, you still save for every single bag. That really starts adding up quite a bit. So,
yeah. The next thing, we save our bows. Now, here's my bow bag. This was a king-size sheet set or king-size blanket, I can't remember. And what I do is I store them in the clear bags. Why? Because then you're not digging around in a dark bag some people will put them in, where'd it go?
Oh, the gift bag?
Oh, yeah, some people will put their bows and stuff in a gift bag, but you can't see to find the colors. So this is just an old comforter bag. I think this was actually a twin comforter bag now that I think about it. And that way, when I need to see, okay, here's the Santa bow, here's the red bow, you know, then I can just open it up, pull out the red bow. Now, the bows that have the wire in them, okay, this one looks all smushed and nasty, but I keep it because just take and refluff it just like so, and you go from smashed and nasty to nice and fluffy.
Dave's watching
just like that, okay? So that's the number one way that we do it. Now, we used to save wrapping paper, and we would fold it up and then do it. But now wrapping paper is so stinking cheap. We don't do it now, hardly. But like this one here. So Mom wrapped this.
Is that mine?
Mom wrapped this gift in a bigger thing of this paper. She had me open it because it's a decoration for Christmas early. So what I did was I saved the wrapping. I even saved the bow and everything. And then I even took the card and I wrapped Mom's present in it and just turned it around.
And it's kind of fun. You know, we laugh about it and joke about it, and we even try to get more
Yeah.
inventive on these things. It's almost like a game.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking, oh my, you know, you're reusing each other's paper and stuff, but we make make
Yeah.
it fun, you know,
Yeah.
make fun of it. But
Now, along with the gift bags, this is not a gift bag, but this is an idea that I wanted to show you. So Mom made these pillow covers for me. Aren't they cute? They're just so cute. All flakes welcome, you get it? So these are going on my couch, but what you can do is if you're a seamstress and you have a whole bunch of fabric left, make reusable gift bags for Christmas every year. And if you wanted to write on there with a permanent fabric pen, to so-and-so from so-and-so, and you could do the same thing with a permanent fabric pen or a Sharpie.
And it would be fun to make a gift bag for a grandchild and put a new pair of pajamas in there, you know, or a stuffed animal or something like that. And
or make a pillow cover and put their pajamas in it, and then they have a new pillow cover with their pajamas. So you could do something like that. I know not everyone sews, and I get it. Don't send me a bunch of emails.
But you know, even if you have fabric, you could always wrap, that you're not doing anything with, you could always wrap it around the gift and use it as paper too.
Yep. All right, the next thing is don't get complicated. So our neighbor made this cute little bag of cinnamon candy to give us, and she just got these little ornaments at Dollar Tree and just gave all the neighbors a little ornament with candy. Now, Dollar Tree is $1, but if you go after Christmas, you can get them for 90% off, and so each one would be 10 cents.
And you could even get little garlands that have things hanging on them and cut them apart, you know, and use them like that too.
Yep. All right. Next is, let's see, what should we do next? Okay, so let's do, you want to do this one?
I don't care.
Okay.
Well, I was desperate. I was getting low on stuff to do, but for like Ellie's, I went and wrapped it in this paper. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. And then I had this pink flower that matched this flower, but then I found a little tiny red flower in my, I just keep a bucket of this stuff, and I hot glued it into that, and I had some of these things, and just, you know, saved some of this stuff, and I just started adding things to it that would match the paper. So you can use, you don't have to always use all Christmas stuff, you know, too.
Yeah. And one of the big tips, and we even have this on our website, is to buy a big thing of butcher paper or black paper or craft paper. Get those great big rolls, but be careful, because sometimes those are more expensive than just buying wrapping paper 90% off in January. This is one reason why we do not believe in no spend month. I think, sorry for all of you no spend people, I think it's the most ridiculous thing out there, especially in January when you can get all kinds of really good Christmas deals for the next year and save a ton of money.
Well, it's kind of like going on a diet for 2 weeks so you can lose all this weight, and then after a month, and then after you're done on that diet, you can just go back to your normal eating. It doesn't, you know, it really doesn't help you. It has to become a habit in your life, and doing it just for 1 month, you know, doesn't do that. But also, if there's some really ugly wrapping paper that you've gotten for some reason, I get a lot of my wrapping paper at the thrift store too for almost nothing, 10 cents or a quarter.
Garage sales.
And if it's really ugly, look on the back side, because a lot of times it's white, and you can use it to wrap, use the white part to wrap and add, you know, colorful things too.
And don't forget, as you're looking at the 90% off Christmas stuff, if it's like blue with stars, you can use that for boys for birthday presents. If it's red or pink or whatever color, you can use that for birthdays and Mother's Day.
This was Christmas, but you could almost get by.
Oh, you could get by with Mother's Day
using
easy
this,
with that.
for gals' birthdays and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And that was with the Christmas.
Yeah, so be careful on buying the big rolls of craft paper and stuff like that. It can be cheaper, but it's not always cheaper.
But you know what? On buying the craft paper, can I say this?
Yeah.
We get packing paper for the books, and anything you get a lot of times from shipping now, you get the brown paper that's all crunched up. Well, my granddaughter was having kind of a country type wedding, so I just happened to get a package with all this brown crunched up, wrinkled up paper. So I just smoothed it out because it looked rustic. After I smoothed it out, wrapped their gift in it, I used some pretty wide white lace that I had and put the flowers she was having for her wedding, some artificial flowers on it, and just spiffied it up a little bit. But it was just packing paper that I got, you know, out of a package.
Yeah, and a viewer just said Lowe's is where she got her contract paper. That's another thing. Look at hardware stores. Go to your butcher or your bakery and ask if they will sell it to you. Sometimes bakeries will sell you the sprinkles and the decorations for the top of the cake for way cheaper than getting them in the little bottles.
Yeah.
And it's the same with the paper. Go to your butcher and say, can I buy a roll of white butcher paper? Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. It just depends on the store. Especially the smaller stores, like the independent stores that are independently owned. Okay, this one's yours.
Oh. Well, now these packages that we're showing you have traveled all the way from Colorado, packed to the ceiling in my car. So they're a little rumpled, but this here, my mom has done this for years. When we were in the military, and like when we were overseas, we had to ship packages back and forth all the time to my grandparents and that type of thing. And I have a bow on this one, but bows didn't travel well, and my mom could pack, I mean, every inch in a cardboard box. She could get it packed full so it wouldn't shift or move, which is the secret when you mail packages. The shifting and moving is what causes damage, so make sure you pack everything in there tight. But anyway, in order to do that, the bow, if we put bows on it, they'd get crunched and smashed, and it was hard to do the bows. So she would take and start using just tissue paper, and the Christmas cards she'd received from the year before, she would cut out and put them on top of the tissue paper. And like I did this one for Tara because she likes the Cardinals. But when I was doing this, I happened to look on the back of the card, and there was this little tiny thing of this copy of it. And so I used it for a name tag. I just cut it out and used it for a name tag. Now, mine I didn't do real fancy, but my mom used to cut out all these little birds and everything and do just like paper dolls. She would cut them out. I mean, just in detail. I haven't quite got there yet, but that's another thing you can do. If you just have, sometimes tissue paper can be cheaper than other types, or like I said before, if you have ugly paper that you can use the white on, and then you can just put these different, you know, things like that.
And now this is really getting tightwad, but you can save the curly ribbon like this.
I've used this about.
Yeah, but if it gets bent or anything, you can take a very low iron and iron it out and get all the creases out of it. Save yourself on some
And
wrapping,
also, I could take something like this, and if I had a new bow that's a little bit bigger and I needed more impact, I could tuck this in the center, you know, of a bigger bow too. Use the little bits for that.
Yeah. And here's another one.
Oh yeah,
Show
this is the same type of thing, and it was such a pretty card because it has 3 dimensions on it, and then I added the little bow to it. Now, we use these cards over and over again too, every year. We don't throw them out. We just use a lot of them over and over again, especially ones we really like.
Yeah. Everybody's saying hi, and they love your jacket, or I mean your sweater.
Oh, thank you guys.
And your hair. Okay, so here's another one.
You're looking gorgeous is what they're saying.
Oh, Michael says they're saying I'm looking gorgeous. Thank you guys. Now this one here is a cardigan that I did with the back cover having the little miniature one, but I took green velvet ribbon and I made a frame around it, and it kind of makes it stand out just a little bit more, you know, than just putting the plain old card on it.
And turn it over. Now don't get OCD, guys. If your wrapping paper is too small on the back, just do as good as you can. Or today I had to wrap something and I cut it too short, but I had another strip. You can just put a strip.
Well, I did that on the end.
Yeah, see? You can just put a strip in there and then just tape on top of it. And you're good. Okay.
Oh, I was going to show them too.
Next, look like something. So this,
like a peppermint candy.
yeah, so this striped wrapping paper we've had, Mom made it look like a big candy. Isn't that cute?
You want to show them yours?
Okay, and here's another one. Okay, this one's mine, and I
Okay,
can't look.
This is Tara's. Okay, this was I wanted to camouflage what I had in here. And it's tearing open. But I wrapped it in something, let's just say it's kind of several glass items. And I thought this would be a cute peppermint stick to make it into a peppermint stick. I can tell you what this is. Now, don't you look.
Can I see it on here?
No, you can't see it on the camera.
Okay, I won't look.
Okay, I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see what these are. Just a second, let me get the papers. Okay, here we go. Can they see Dave okay?
Yeah, Mom, don't look at the screen.
Can you guys read what that says?
Yep.
Okay, but to make it more interesting, as I was preparing these papers, Michael came in and can you read what that says?
Yep.
So we really did up royal on this gift. But anyway, this is another way to do it, you know, and you don't have any idea what that is, do you? See, if
I can usually guess, but
No looking at the computer screen, by the way.
no, I don't know what that
yeah,
was.
so she doesn't know. But one thing too, I was going to show you guys, and I don't have it over here, but I can give you an example. I had a little package wrapped. We're both standing. Package wrapped with that had the cutest snowman you ever saw. They were about 4 or 5 inches, and I had this paper for years using it. Well, I got down to just a little tiny piece, and it had like 4 of the snowman on there, and I still loved it. So what I did was I cut out the snowman on that wrapping paper, and then I used the tissue paper and used it like I do the greeting cards, you know, and I glued it on there. My son loves Superman, and I was down to just a little tiny piece of Superman wrapping paper, and I went and cut out the Superman symbol, you know, and used that on a package. And so don't throw away little pieces if you think you can reuse it.
That Superman paper went for
Oh, my
like 15
goodness.
years.
Oh my goodness, we used that forever.
1 or 2 rolls of Superman paper went forever.
Because we stretched it out as much as we could, so.
All right, next, if you have big bulky items, you can use something like a big tablecloth. Get those dollar plastic tablecloths at Dollar Tree or Walmart or whatever that are Christmas decorated. Get you 1 or 2 of those, so like if you have to wrap a bike or something, or trampoline or something big like that.
At the Dollar Tree, they're $1.
Yeah.
You know.
And so what I would do is after Christmas, I just always get me an extra tablecloth or 2 for 10 cents or 20 cents, because then I can use them for the table if I don't need them for wrapping, but then if I need them for wrapping, I can do it. Now, another thing for wrapping is, one year I gave all the kids body pillows, and this is a king size pillow in here, but now my bag has the little crinkly stuff on it. I would use a smooth bag, but what I did was I took curly ribbon and I made the hair, and then I drew a face on each one. Now the kids pretty much knew what this was, but it's a really cute idea. And so like for the girls,
tickled over the wrapping,
yeah.
Because it.
So like for my blonde-haired daughter, I did all gold. For my boys, I did 1 green, 1 blue, 1 red. So you can match the hair to the kids' hair. For Ellie's, I did really long, because at the time she had really long hair, so I did really long curls with the gold ribbon. And for the boys, I did short, fluffy ones for the boys. So you can see how you could do a big present like that. All right.
And you could put a lot of things, you know, for that.
Yeah.
Do you need help with that?
Now, for the next one, okay, so here's the thing, guys. Oh dear. Oh my. Okay. So I ran out of tape, but you'll get the gist of it. So now another thing is, if you give cash, you can wrap it in different ways. Now this one, can you see?
Yeah,
it's
I
a
got
heart.
It. You want me to hold it?
See how it's a heart? Now normally I would tape these all down, but I ran out of tape. But I made a heart for Mike. Now Mike is not getting what, $300 worth of money. Usually, well, sorry dear, you know. Usually it's like $1 bills is what we do. But one year I took a big board like this, took $1 bills, made a heart for him, and then I wrapped this all up as a big present. And then he was able to open that and he got his cash. You can wrap a bag of candy in dollar bills to give them as their gift. And the wrapping is the dollar bills. Mm-hmm. Just use a piece of tape and just don't slam it on there real hard, but you can gently put it on there and then it just peels off. I've never had a dollar bill rip. The other thing we do is we will take dollar bills and string them in a line, roll them up, cut a hole in the top of the box, wrap the box, cut a hole in the top of the box, pull the end of the dollar bill out as the top of the bow, and you can put a bow on the dollar, and then when they pull the bow, they keep pulling out their dollar bills. What else have we done? We've done a big bags of pennies. One year I got Mike $50 in pennies.
Yeah, we've done the change. And you can also, like if you're giving them a wallet, you could put some money in there, or a purse or something, tuck it, money in there for that. Yeah. But even if you're giving them a pair of socks as a joke, you could stick the money and they'll think, oh, I'm getting a pair of socks, and then they pull out the money, something like that.
And another big thing is you can do balloons. Jack's, every birthday party we go to, we do this for Jack's friends. But we will blow up balloons and put a dollar bill in each balloon, and then get a great big box and put the balloons in there. And then their friends have to go outside and pop each balloon. You can also shred up a bunch of paper. If you have a shredder, just empty that into your box and hide the dollar bills in the shredded paper. So there are lots of different ways that you can use your imagination to even wrap money. Let me look through my list here. For the pictures, you can cut them out of magazines. If you don't have cards, you can print them on your printer. Let's see. You can also, wait, you think I've got, also, use your gift wrap later. One year when people ordered books, all of the packing material was gift wrap from the Christmas before. So a lot of times we will recycle our gift wrap and use it as packing paper for our business. So don't laugh if you get packages.
And also, if you get it really cheap after Christmas wrapping paper, I will use it for drawer liners, like pretty stuff in my dresser, in my bedroom drawers. Some of the other stuff, like I have cherry stuff, so if they have something cute, I use it for liners on the shelves and stuff like that in your closet and things like that. Especially some of the paper can be a little more heavy duty, and it lasts really well for that.
I was trying to find, I can't remember. Another thing to do is a Christmas treasure hunt. Put one package under the tree, and then you can either hide packages, or we just do notes. But they open one under the tree, and then we put notes all throughout the house and outside. And then they have to go on a treasure hunt to look for it.
Kids love treasure hunts. We've done it for birthday parties before, and they've had more fun, doing the treasure hunt. And
I'll put the link right here is our kids' treasure hunt for the birthday party. But if you can just follow that and do, just change it for Christmas. And the kids just absolutely love it. And so then when they go around all the house, then back under the tree is their gift, whatever it is. So that is some cheap gift wrapping ideas. I hope that gives you some to start with. several people said they didn't know that you could iron the bows. You can. You can also just...
You can iron paper, too.
Yeah.
The wrapping paper. You can iron it.
And you can dampen the bows also. Be careful, because sometimes if some of the bows, it has water-soluble ink, but the plastic ones, you can dampen those, and they will straighten out also a little bit. But if you iron them, just do it on really, really low. Really low.
Oh, yeah.
Like one lady said she ran it over a regular old light bulb, and that worked. So, yeah. All right. That is our tips, guys, for gift wrapping. We are going to take questions now. One of the questions is about my picture. So if you guys have been watching our show, this picture has been in the background, so I thought I would explain.
You should see the back of this.
I know, I thought I would explain what it is. So this here is a gift bag I got for $1 after Christmas. And this is a frame, and you can see this. Let's see. This was the picture that was in the frame. Can you see that? And you can see I tried painting this side and that didn't work, so I had to flip it over and use the solid back. And all I did was flipped the picture over, painted the back, taped on my gift bag, and for $1, I have my Santa picture.
And if you get a pretty gift bag for Christmas, too, you know.
Yep.
That's another way to recycle those
Yeah.
gift bags you get for Christmas like that.
Yeah, so that's one question that we keep getting all the time. So I thought I would show you guys that. Thank you guys. I'm so glad you liked my $1 picture there. Shallon says, I rolled money up in a pair of boxers for my son this year, wrapped it in tissue paper, taped the bottom of a big gift bag, and filled it with grocery bags with some tissue paper on top. That's a cute idea.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Tess says, I bought your book last year. So she bought the version before this of our Dining on a Dime cookbook. She went from €250 a week to €100 a week for 3 adults and 2 dogs.
That is so good. We love hearing stories like this.
With her savings, she built up her food pantry, which has saved her through the crisis over in Europe. They have totally locked everything down, so I am so glad.
Yes, that is
great.
It is.